Okay guys, this is your IELTS trainer Imran Rao, and today we are doing multiple choice questions for your reading skills test of academic module. Okay, so first things first, we are going to look at the questions first. Let's have a look. Okay guys, the first question is this one. Alright, before looking at this question we have to look at the instructions. Okay, now choose the correct letter A, B, C or D. Write your answers in boxes 1 to 3 on your answer sheet. Alright, this is important. You have to write these choices A, B, C or D. These are the A, B, C or D on your answer sheet. So this is your answer sheet basically, and this answer sheet here, it has 1, 2, 3 these spaces. You're going to write your answers in these spaces. Okay, alright, let's go back to the question. Okay, now what we have here, we have question number one, which is, which of the following is the Chinese government using to stimulate their citizens? Alright, so we have to underline the keywords. Alright, so these are the keywords. The Chinese government stimulate their citizens to grow. Alright, now these are the options. Look at the options. Huang Xinye, magazines and television, dozens of products, and milk. Alright, so now we know that we are looking for something which the Chinese government is doing for the citizens to grow. Alright, okay, so let's use our technique, which is scanning and then skimming. Scanning, first we're going to look for our keywords, which is the government of course, and the strategy they are applying for stimulating their citizens to grow. So we're going to be looking for that keyword. Alright, okay, let's scan the first line here. Don't have it. Alright, I don't have it. We're looking for, alright, this is it, the government. Okay, we got the keyword. The government is encouraging them to drink milk as a way of promoting growth. Alright, so let's read it from here. There is constant pressure on Chinese adolescents to think tall. The government is encouraging them to drink milk as a way of promoting growth. Alright, so what the government is doing is encouraging them to drink milk as a way of promoting growth. Go back to the question. We have options here. We have 4 options: Huang Xinye, magazines and televisions, dozens of products, and milk. So D is our answer here. Alright, okay guys, so that's how we do the multiple choice question. Let's look at the second question. The second question is, how much taller does the average patient grow after having the bone stretching operation? Okay, so we have the keywords here, which is how much taller the average patient grows after having the bone stretching operation. So this is the main word, the bone stretching operation. And we have the choices, which are 6.5 inches, 1 inch, 5 inches, 16 inches. So it means that we can also look for these options there. If they talk about the growth in inches there, so we can just read it over there. Alright, so let's go back to the passage where we got our first answer. It was in the first paragraph, so we are going to look after that, because the questions are always appearing in a series. Alright, where you find the answer of the first question of that particular set, the second is going to be after that, not before that. Okay, so we are going to look after that. Alright, so now here we have where we have it now, a scan again. Okay, so this time you're looking for some operations. Here we have alright, for leg lengthening operations. Alright, doctors whose clinics perform operations. So I have see, but here they're not talking about how much they're gaining, what is the length. Alright, so we're looking for some length. Alright, should be in inches. Okay, so inches is also our keyword. Alright, patients grow Patient strengthens the mechanism wider every day, forcing the leg to grow longer. Most can stand the pain only for 1 month. It takes to stretch an inch. Here we have this word, an inch, stretch an inch. Okay, let's read more. What other process? The record is held by a young man who gained 6.5 inches. Okay, but this is the record, right? If we look at the question again, it's to make it sure they're talking about how much taller does the average patient. It means they're looking for an average. They're looking normally how much they're gaining. So B is our answer here, not A. B is our answer here, 1 inch, because it says here that the patient cranks the mechanism wider every day, forcing the leg to grow longer. Most can stand the pain only for the month that it takes to stretch an inch. Alright, so 1 inch is our answer here. Okay, 1 inch. So B is our answer here. Alright, let's have a look to another example of multiple choice question in another passage. Alright, let's have it. Alright, here we have some more multiple choice questions. Alright, here it is. Okay, now question 5 and 6. Choose the correct letter A, B, C, or D. How does a lack of affectionate touching affect children? How does a lack of, alright, affectionate touching. Lack of affectionate touching affect children, alright. So these are the keywords, alright. A lack. How does it affecting the children? Okay. So we are going to be looking for something about touching the children, alright. The affectionate touching effect on children. So we also have to look at the options here. A is it makes them apathetic. B is they are more likely to become violent adults. C is they will be less aggressive when they grow up. We do not really know. Alright, so let's find out the words first, where they are talking about how does the lack of affectionate touching affect children. So the lack of touching we are looking for, the lack of touching, alright. When they don't touch, actually, if they don't touch the children, then what happens? Alright, so this is unmasking skin, so something about the skin. Let's scan first. Alright, touching, lack of touching. We're also going to be looking for the synonyms as well, right? So we have to keep in mind that sometimes they're using the synonyms instead of the actual word which they use in the question. So it's very important we keep that in mind. But let's scan. Alright, okay, here we don't have it. Alright, we don't have it here. In touching, here's something about touching. Touching is early years can have lifelong results in touching cultures. Adult aggression is low, whereas in cultures where touch is limited, adult aggression is high. Right, Stephanie Field. It means they're saying that for humans, insufficient touching in early years can have lifelong results. In touching cultures, adult aggression is low. When they touch, the adult aggression is low, whereas in cultures where touch is limited, where they're not touching, the adult aggression is high. Alright, that's it. Okay, so it means that when they are not touching, the lack of touching, alright, it means how does the lack of touching affect children? But they are not talking about the adults here. We have to look again. They are talking about the children here. So the ones we read here, it was about the adults, right? Insufficient touching in early results in touching adult aggression, alright? But we are looking for children, so there must be something about children too. Childhood low rates of physical violence. Studies of a variety of cultures show a correspondence between high rates of physical affection in childhood and low rates of adult physical violence. Alright, let's keep looking. Okay, alright. Okay. not here.